overall mind body experience. And also they definitely help with fat loss. So some asana are like they are so therapeutic that you can even fix issues like thyroid or diabetes, or even something major, like even cancers are being controlled. That's what I heard. So they all are very beneficial. So we'll just start with our first Sushma Vyayam series. One second. So first starting with our belly breathing. And we are going to do something different today. Actually, after belly breathing, we are going to start our series by using Kapalbhati Pranayam. I think I said it earlier. So we just call it Pranayam, but Kapalbhati is actually part of cleansing process, which is called Shat Karma Kriya. So there are like different cleansing processes, and this is one of those. So this is the only exception where we can perform Kapalbhati before starting actual asana. So we'll start with Kapalbhati and we are going to end with something very calming like Anulom Vilom. So it works for both your physical immunity and your mental balance as well. So coming to normal position on our mats. For Kapalbhati, if you guys have any question, please feel free to ask. Only thing you have to be mindful about is, there should not be any side effects. So let's say if you feel you are having red eyes, or there is a lot of pain in your back, or you have any sort of vertigo while doing Kapalbhati, just please stop. Anybody with high blood pressure should avoid this or do it at a very, very slower pace. And once we finish with round, if you have any of those symptoms, if you have any questions, please let me know. So we are coming to normal position. So for this one, we'll just sit in Sukhasana, normal position, cross leg, and we'll just take belly breathing first. So we are gonna just focus on our breathing, a deep inhale and exhale for our relaxation, and also for opening up our respiratory system, our lungs, so there is fresh oxygen circulating in our body. So we are just gonna keep our hands on belly apart like this and seated straight, and just gonna take couple of deep inhale and exhale through your nose. You can close your eyes, feel relaxed. Deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. When you are inhaling, your belly should expand and it should shrink while exhaling. One more inhale. Exhale. And release. Now with inhale and exhale, we are going to just chant Om 3 times. Whenever we say Om, when we say Ma, in the end, just try to, stretch that Ma. When we have to extend it a bit to feel those vibration in our entire body, which really, connects your mind, body, and soul experience. So keeping our hands normally on knees, either you can keep it like this or you can sit in this mudra. And one inhale. While exhaling, chanting Om. One more deep inhale. Deep inhale. Now slowly rubbing your palms, keeping in front of your eyes and open. Once you are relaxed, we are gonna start with Kapalbhati Pranayama. So for this, spine straight, hands can be on the knees like this. You can even choose to sit in Vajrasana if you are comfortable. Here we take our first normal breathing, normal inhale and exhale. Third breathing has to be inhale, and while exhaling, we are gonna forcefully exhale using our nose. If you are doing this completely for the first time, you can watch one round with me and then you can repeat it. So one normal inhale and exhale. Again, third inhale. While exhaling, forceful exhalations using your nose. When you are done, relax, normal breathing. And while exhaling, there is absolutely no inhale. So please make sure when you are using your breath, please don't inhale. When you do inhale and exhale forcefully, that's another pranayam that is called Bhastrika. So this is different than Bhastrika. Again, one more round, deep inhale. And exhale. Relax. So here it doesn't really matter how far you can go. You can go 40 breathing, 50 or even 10. Total duration of doing Kapalbhati is 2 minutes. So let's say in 2 minutes, if we are able to perform 4 rounds, 6 rounds, it's completely up to you. But it's also necessary to relax in middle to catch your normal breathing. So again, when you are breathing normally, starting with deep inhale and exhale. Relax and just catch your normal breathing. We just did 3 rounds of Kapalbhati. If anybody has questions, please let me know. So just moving to our stretching, Sushma Vyayam. This time we are just gonna do this series with some breathing techniques. Again, very important for your lungs, very important for your immunity. So how we do our normal stretches, we are gonna do same thing with some deep inhale and exhale. So starting with our normal first stretch, we are gonna see side to side by neck. So when you look towards your right, deep inhale. Exhale, coming to center. Deep inhale on the left. Exhale, coming to center. Repeat one more time. Inhale, looking right. Exhale, coming to center. Again, inhale, looking to left. Exhale, center. And after this, we are just going to do a cactus stretch. This stretch kind of opens up our chest and lungs. And again, it's a very good chest opener. So it promotes your white blood cells. It opens up our lungs, especially when you wake up in the morning. We open up all the windows to get that fresh air, right? It really works wonderfully with that purpose also. So for this, we are keeping our hands like this in cactus shape. Now while inhaling, we are opening up chest, shoulder and looking up. So with deep inhale, opening up. You will get a nice stretch in your spine. Exhale, shrinking down. Chin to chest. We are kind of curling in. Again, inhale, opening up. One more, deep inhale. And slowly coming back and release. So you feel the difference instantly. Even your mind is completely refreshed after doing these deep breathing. Now, coming to our Padmasana position, like I said, it's very crucial for. Sorry?
Juhi, when we are, exhaling and going up, are you, holding your breath for seconds, or you just exhaling or inhaling? I mean, are we holding the breath?
So you don't have to hold for too long. So let's say we are inhaling, right? Then pause for 2 seconds. Then exhale. Pause for 2 seconds. If you can hold for 2 seconds, or you can just do for a second, it won't matter much. Only thing, you shouldn't feel suffocated. So
Okay.
let's say any asana, if we hold longer, like 10 seconds, 30 seconds, that's when we don't have to hold any breathing. But doing these stretches, this is very quick sequence, right? So we basically try holding to kind of make our lungs capable of holding breath for longer.
Okay. So I will hold for 2 to 3 seconds, like when
Yeah,
exhaling or
wherever ratio you are comfortable. So I never push to like a holding ratio. If you feel I'm just not too comfortable, you can even continue. But ideally, we should hold at least pause for a second.
Okay, okay.
Gradually, you increase your lung capacity by that.
Okay.
So after this, we'll do Padmasana stretches. Again, you guys will feel lot of difference when you're able to hold Padmasana for a long time. Trust me, like when I'm seated in Padmasana, I just feel like I'm in another world, or it just gives me instant kind of small meditative kind of state. If you close your eyes in Padmasana, we can try that today. If not possible, we can even try half Padmasana. But the stretches we are doing, it will help a lot to come in Padmasana position. So first one is the with the feet, extending your right feet ahead. We have done this before, and the left feet goes in like this. So if you think there is any gap here, it's okay. Gradually, your muscle become more and more flexible. You should be able to fill in that gap. And while inhaling, we are raising our arms. While exhaling, we have to go down and hold. So wherever you guys can go, wherever you guys have to stop, it's up to you. Don't try to push it too hard. Just do your best. So while inhaling, we raise our arms. Exhaling, going down. And while holding, we do normal breathing here. So hold for 10 seconds. Coming up, deep inhale. And release. Also, when we wake up in morning, first thing, if you are trying yoga or anything, your body is much stiff. After doing few of these stretches, you'll feel lot of difference. So don't worry if your body stays stiffer than what it was yesterday. It's completely normal. Also, your body has days, so sometimes you feel flexible, sometimes you feel less flexible, and that is also normal. So just don't try forcing yourself a lot. And doing the same thing on the other side. Inhaling, raising arms up. Exhaling, bending down, staying 10 seconds. Normal breathing. Inhale, come up. And release. This is the first stretch. Now next stage is butterfly position. So in this we are joining our feet together with toes together like this. Try to squeeze it in as you can go. And the purpose here, just keeping your spine straight and the thighs has to be aligned with your mat. As aligned as possible. So don't try to push like this. If it doesn't go down, it's okay. We just have to focus on our alignment for today. And coming here, we are just gonna move our feet like this, back and forth. This is a very good hip opener. And it's also one of the major relaxing postures. So even for, your anxiety issues, any depression, any insomnia, it works wonderfully. It also stimulates your kidney, your liver, any digestion issues. So we are doing this for 15 seconds and you'll feel a nice stretch in your calf and thighs. Now, once we are done with swinging back and forth, the third stage from here, we are going to stay in same position, but we are going to try to bend down, being in this position. So, if possible, don't curl in like this. We are still keeping our spine straight. So basically, we are walking forward, keeping our back straight like this, and then going down. Wherever you can stay, but you should feel a nice stretch in your entire thigh muscle. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Stay there for some time. You will feel really good. Very relaxing posture. Normal breathing. It will really make your Padmasana easy gradually. Now while coming up, deep inhale. Slowly coming up, walking back with your palm. And relax. Now for the fourth one, you have to pick your right feet, hold it like how we hold a baby, like this. If possible, keeping it closer to your chest. If not possible, you can keep wherever you are. And basically the purpose here is we are going to swing our feet back and forth like how we swing a baby, like this. So it goes left to right, like this. It provides a nice circular motion because we are seated in cross position in Padmasana, kind of lubricates our hip joints, entire calf and thigh muscle. So doing this 10 times. Also, if you are okay, try stretching the bridge here towards your chest like this. So, when you're cross seated in Padmasana, you're keeping it one on the top of the other, this area starts paining. If you are doing this stretch, it will help you a lot. And release. Same thing on the other side. So holding our feet like a baby, swinging right to left. And the third thing is pulling your bridge towards the chest. And when you are done, release. Now coming back to our actual Padmasana. Try doing, both the sides. So let's say if I'm keeping right feet over the left, next time you can try switching it and see what makes you more comfortable. So coming to your actual Padmasana, you might feel now it becomes a little easier to hold. This is the Padmasana. If any of you are not able to hold it, try to be seated in half Padmasana. So half Padmasana is basically, we are just keeping one of our feet like this and the other one stays below like this. It should be much easier. And then you can try with both the feet. So here now when we are seated in Padmasana, today we are gonna learn a new asana. This is called Yog Mudra. Extremely beneficial for your digestion, extremely benefit for your mental relaxation. It's a very powerful asana. A lot of times we also cure diabetes issues using this. One of my favorite posture for relaxation. So for this, when you are in Padmasana, we are going to hold our right hand with left behind our back. So like this. Again, if you are not in Padmasana, try to be seated in half Padmasana. And if you still have any issues like knee pain or any other pain, just sit normally with normally cross leg position. Actually, this can be also done using Vajrasana. So we are using 2 hands behind your back, and here while exhaling, we are going to go all the way down. If your forehead is not touching to the ground, it's okay. And staying there 10 seconds while inhaling, coming up. Any questions? So inhale, deep inhale, and while exhaling, we are going down. Oh, sorry, there's somebody's trying to enter. Okay, going down while exhaling. Staying here 10 seconds. With deep inhale, coming back up. And release. So if you suffer from any digestive issues, any acidity problems, anything related to your, liver or stomach, this works very, very wonderfully. And releasing your feet. Also, like I said, our immunity, 80% of it is based on our digestive system. So, in yoga, majority of asanas are focused on our digestion. And you will automatically improve your immune system by focusing on these. Now we are going to come to Paschimottanasana, down seated position. Normally, we sit like this, extending our feet outside, lying straight. We have done this before. Again, it's like a universal kind of asana. Works for your back, your tummy, your thighs. Also therapeutic for a lot of hormonal imbalances. Provides you relaxation, everything. So with inhale, we are raising arms up. Exhale, bending down. And holding 10 seconds. Deep inhale, coming up, keeping your arms up. Exhale, release. Stretching our spine, relaxing. Now today, actually, we are going to see a new asana. This is called Matsyasana. It might be little tricky for you, especially, because in this position, we are going to lift our upper back. As a completely beginner, you might not be able to lift it completely, but for that, try keeping a folded towel or a pillow underneath your upper back. So I'll show you how to do this with your bricks. So this is called Matsyasana. Really, it helps promoting your white blood cells. As I said, it's a very good chest opener. Also, it's amazing for any thyroid issues. It really promotes your growth hormone in small kids, because basically it also channelizes your blood towards your pituitary gland, which is located near your brain. Also, it's very helpful. It's respiratory system. So if you learn doing this, it's gonna be really really beneficial. Initially, it could be tricky, but feel free to use your props. So for this, first step is we are gonna lie down, keeping our elbows like this. Now, right now, I'm showing this without using bricks. If it's not possible, I'll also show this with modification. So this is the first step. Second step, while coming down, keeping our back up like this, we are going to look all the way back. And we are keeping our forehead on the mat like this. And you will feel that pulling sensation in your hair, which is a good sign. So it's basically stretching our, endocrine system. Your thyroid gland is stimulated. It's a good chest opener. So here, we are gonna slide your hands under your glutes like this. So we are in this position. And we are staying here. Normal breathing. And while releasing, we lift our forehead and come all the way back like this. Those who have any thyroid issues, this is kind of like a must. I tell them to do this daily. It works wonderfully. Now with the bricks, how you can do this? Simply keep this under your upper back. Or you can even use a pillow like I said. And then just simply slide down like this, adjusting as per your height. And just look up. So this will provide a good curve to your spine, basically working pretty much in the same manner. But once you feel comfortable, try doing this without prop. And they say, if you do this in water, you are able to float. It is that powerful. And slowly raising your head whenever you want to come back with the support of your elbows, you have to slowly sit down. So this is called Matsyasana. Now there is one more thing. It's called Ardha Matsyendrasana. And it's a seated posture. It's a very good complementary twisting posture.
Juhi, I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
So when we are doing this asana, is it okay to feel little pressure in your neck?
For the Matsyasana?
Yeah, the one we just did.
A neck in the sense, this part.
Yeah.
The front of the neck, yeah, it should be stretched. So, like if you don't mind, like turning on your camera, if you want to show me, I can even see.
Sure. So you want me to do the pose first? I don't know.
Sure. So when I'm lying down, you are saying this part, right? Here.
Yeah, like I'm trying to.
Yeah. So that is the purpose, because what happens, especially area gets stretched, there is a lot of blood circulation here.
So like I'm trying to stretch like this.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay? There is a pressure in your front part, not really the back part.
Okay.
And also, important thing is like that might just come later. it's important to pull our scalp all the way back. So, you feel the pulling sensation in your hair.
Right.
That's when they say your glands become active. So, it works wonderfully on your endocrine system, like basically the thyroid gland.
Right.
Stimulates all the hormonal balances, and entire body gets wonderful blood circulation with that. So the whole
Okay.
purpose is actually the scalp has to be pulled all the way.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So see, like my position is, this is how I'm going down, and then
Right.
I'm trying to look back as much as possible, and
Okay.
my ears is getting pulled. So initially, if you are not comfortable sliding your hand like this, you can even keep it outside.
Okay.
And what I used to do if I had any help with my instructor or any fellow, yoga students, I used to ask them to basically pull my scalp back. So that's when you get actual sensation, how it really feels.
Okay. Thank you, Joey.
No problem. Now this is Ardha Matsyendrasan. Amazing for your chronic back pain. It's amazing for your belly fat, and again for your entire digestive system. It also provide instant calming effect. Any twisting posture we do in our body, it also detoxifies your body. So they say you release all bad chemicals out of your body. So for this, the right feet, we are keeping it bent like how we did the stretches initially. It's gonna be in that position. This knee goes pretty much like 60 degrees. So it's not straight, it's not all the way like this, it's in middle, like this. And the left feet is crossing like this on the right knee, keeping it straight, facing the ceiling like this. Now, using our right hand, we are going to wrap it across. So initially, if you are not able to hold your ankle, you can keep it like this. And in this position, we are twisting on the left side. So, if your left feet, the knee is pointing to the ceiling, this is the left feet. This is the right hand that we are putting across left feet, and we are turning towards the left like this. You feel your entire spine gets a nice massage, and try to keep looking back, or if there's any neck pain, you can even look straight, but ideally we should look back and stay here for some time, 10 seconds.
आ जाओ, तुम्हें आना है तो.
Now when you are done turning straight, we are going to switch our legs. So keeping left feet bent like this, right feet across left one, like this. And this is the right feet. So this time we are going to wrap the left arm across right feet like this. And turning back, looking the other side, looking backwards. And slowly coming back when you are done and releasing. So these are some major, calming, immunity boosting asanas. Now, I hope you all have access to one of your walls, because next we are going to do Halasana, Sarvangasana. If this is the first time, I'm going to show some stretches using the wall as a prop. How you can get into those positions. Then eventually it will be really easy. And like I said, all those asanas are very, very powerful. Also, once we cross 40s as a woman, when we have menopause issues, we have issues regarding our periods, PCOD, it works wonderfully to balance all those hormones. So we are just gonna slide next to the wall. I'm gonna take my screen. So when you guys are all set, first thing we are gonna do is called a leg up against the wall. This pose in Sanskrit is known as a Viparit Karani, and it's amazing for varicose vein. It's amazing for any anxiety, any insomnia issues we have. Once you are in that pose, you don't want to come back. It is so powerful. And again, like for hormonal issues, it's again wonderful. It also calms down your, periods, cramping and everything. So once we have access to wall, the technique to get here, it's important to watch. So if you guys want, you can watch it first and then try doing yourself. Once we are in that pose, I'll start again. So only thing coming into this pose is sometimes we have a lot of gap between our calf, thighs and between the wall. So just watch the trick how we are getting here first, and then you can try yourself. So for this, when we are standing across the wall, we have to make sure that our shoulder and the body is on, it's supported on the wall like this. So not the entire body, I'm not facing front, I'm crossed like this, and we have to slide down from here into seated position like this. So my left shoulder is still touched on the wall, entire half body is supported on the wall, and from here, so my left feet is facing the wall, it's close to the wall, right? So I'm gonna rotate from left side. So from here, basically I'm still supported on the wall, and I'm gonna rotate my feet like this, one after the other. So this is my left one, following right one, and I'm gonna shift my angle a bit. So you see how there is no gap in between my feet and the wall. So this is the, kind of like a trick to get into this angle. Here your feet are perfectly aligned 90 degree, and you get the maximum benefit of this posture. So you guys can try yourself and let me know if any question, and we can continue. And this works wonderfully when you have entire day seated in one position. Or let's say you are traveling somewhere, you are seated in car in your flight after coming back in a hotel room. Just lie down to this position and you feel the instant, relaxation. Any questions, anyone? So if you guys are good, we are just gonna stay here, keeping our eyes closed, arms relaxed on the side, staying here 30 seconds, and normal, peaceful breathing. Just try to shut down your mind. You know, to relax more, sometimes I even widen my feet like this. It's a pretty amazing hip opener position. Very calming. Even before going to bed for my bedtime series, I include this posture all the time. And from here, if you want to simply relax your thighs and calves, again, just join your feet together and just come to recline butterfly position like how we did when we were seated. So this is a butterfly pose, kind of a meditative posture just to relax. We keep our feet like this for some time. So it's a complementary stretch. Also, please make sure you guys are constantly hydrated because, by the end of the day, there's a lot of toxins they want to flush out of your body. So important to keep drinking water. And once we are relaxed, our next asana is going to be Sarvangasana. For that, I'm going to show you guys some stretches today, which will make it very, very easy if you want to try by yourself. If it's your first time, I don't encourage you to come into actual Sarvangasana, but you can just watch how to get there. So for this one you guys can try easily. For this, we are just gonna bend our knees like this, keeping our feet next to each other. Now, one thing to make sure, there is no pressure on your shoulder and your neck. So whatever we do in Halasana, Sarvangasana, we are going to use our core strength completely. There has to be no pressure in your shoulder or neck. Otherwise, it's easy to stretch your neck during these positions. So for that, we are building our core strength. So from here, just using your core strength, just your tummy, back muscle and glutes, lift your body up like this. And just feel free to watch me first, like I said, because if you guys are looking here and there, it might strain your neck. So just watch me first. So this is a normal, lifting position like this. And simply coming back. Again, while inhaling, going up. Exhaling, coming all the way down. We are doing at least 5 stretches like this. Keeping our feet next to each other. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. 3 more. Inhale, up. exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. So these are the basic, core warming up stretches. If you are new to these asanas, these are must to do. After this, we are just gonna walk with our feet all the way up. So again, if you have any shoulder pain or neck pain, please feel free to avoid these. Here, we are supporting our back like this. And we are coming in one slanted line. So you guys can see me first, my position. It gives you an idea how it looks like when we are supporting our body, inverted posture. And from here, we are going to lift our feet one after the other. So this is 1, coming back, 2, coming back, 3, coming back, 4, coming back, and just repeat these 5 times. Again, you'll feel a lot of core strengthening here, and that's how you guys get correct posture for Sarvangasana. So 2 more. And when you guys are done, we have to get back to normal position, normal lying down position. And feel free to watch me. How do we transition from Halasana to Sarvangasana? If you are already very familiar, you can do this with me, but otherwise you can just watch for today, and then gradually by practicing, it will become easy for you. So from here, basically, we are just lifting our body, supporting our upper back like this, and lifting our body in the air. This is Sarvangasana. And from here, we are going all the way back to Halasana. And slowly coming back to the warm and release. So the stretches we just did is gonna help you wonderfully building your core strength, building your alignment, and eventually you can avoid any injuries with your shoulder, your neck muscle, coming to the posture easily. But these 2 asanas are outstanding for any sort of anxiety issues, any immunity build booster. I make sure to do this every single day. So these are 2 major ones. Again, when you are done, coming to resting posture, just to relax our feet, joining our sole together, hands on the side. And when you want to get back on the mat, make sure you are turning to the side and lifting yourself up. If you guys have any questions, please let me know with this one.
When we are doing Viparita Karani, I mean, if my backward does not touch the wall, is it okay, or I should try to?
Yeah. So the only purpose is our feet stays pretty much 90-degree if there is no gap. So you get the maximum benefit of that asana. That is the whole purpose.
So my hip side should touch the wall.
Yeah. So like you see how I was like my half of my body was already on the wall, right?
Yeah.
So it's like this. From back, if you see, it will look like this. You see here. So this is one of my hip. It's already rested on the wall. This is how I'm standing. And while I'm coming back like this. So see, I'm already seated with my hip on the wall already. So half of the body which is already on the wall, that doesn't move at all till the end, till you are actually on the wall. And from here simply I am rotating myself, left feet followed by the right one, and I'm just adjusting my angle. That's it.
Okay.
So just make sure when you are standing with your body touched on the wall, that stays as it is. And that is the same angle you are rotating with. So if my left feet is coming here, I am rotating myself from the same side. And my left feet is coming up.
Okay.
Maybe, sometimes we even tend to unconsciously switch the direction. So we get confused with that.
Oh. Thank you.
So no problem. Only purpose is, it just helps your alignment. That's it. So once we are done with all this asana for our standing posture.
Are you planning to share this recording for how you moved from Halasana? I see that you are recording. So are you planning to share it? This part?
Yeah, I can share if you guys want.
At least this section, because I was not able to do the Halasana. That was like
Part. Yeah, okay. I don't have any problem. Like even in YouTube I was uploading, but these days I don't get enough time. So I'll just share with you guys.
Juhi, I was actually about to say the same thing. Would you be able to share these links? Like even past session, you were showing the Surya Namaskar, sun salutations.
Yeah,
and
so
sometimes
the
only that I miss. So it's good if you, after the session, if you could share the recordings with us, because in between also you share so much information and tips and tricks.
Yeah, or other thing I can do is I'll also upload those on YouTube. So only thing which I don't want that, then people will be like, okay, we'll just do it by ourselves. We'll watch it later.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you can form
a
group. Maybe you can form a shared email with the same group who's doing these sessions, and just send one email with a link of the recording. So all the participants would get like in one go, one email, they would get the recording link.
Yeah, sure. Like today's session, I'm recording specially, like you said, these things are kind of like the tricks, small tricks.
Yeah.
And easily we don't find this on any YouTube or anywhere. Like you have to attend the sessions.
Also, is this the first time we are recording? Because I thought we have been recording, so I was hoping that you can send all the links previously for previous sessions also.
No. So previously what I used to do, I used to record all of those separately. And I used to put it in my group, and then people were like, you know what, let's just meet live in person. So then I stopped recording and I focused more on the live teaching. But then again, if we record every single session here, then you kind of, cheat yourself that, okay, I'll just do it later, I don't want to do it right now. So that's the only thing I'm concerned about.
Doing the sun salutations later, maybe a step here and there, and I'm just confused that am I missing here? Is this a correct flow?
Right.
So then we can go back and refer to the recording and see, okay, this is how it should be done.
So like if you have my number, feel free to WhatsApp me, and I can even record during the same day and send you that particular sequence if that works better.
Okay, that's perfect. Maybe you want to share your number again. one more
Sure,
time.
sure. It's 201-982-2115.
Can you repeat for one more time?
201-982-2115.
Okay, thank you. Great.
No problem. But this one I'll make sure to share with all of you because it's a little tricky to get into these. So now when we are done with the lying down position, we are standing on our mat. Gonna do some two more most important asanas. They are simple, but very good balancing posture to, it really teaches you to concentrate and basically to live in movement, and also very helpful for your digestion. So we are standing normally. This is the Tadasana posture. And here, for the balancing, there is one trick. We just have to find a point in front of our eyes which doesn't move. So, while balancing with all this posture, I make sure to look at one point which doesn't move and try to balance like that. And it also corrects your posture. So, most importantly, when we are slouching, we have back issues, we have hip issues, it makes you walk straight subconsciously. So it's a very good posture correcting asana. For this, we are gonna inhale, stretch your arms up. I'll turn my screen a bit upwards. So inhale, stretching, locking our fingers like this, facing the ceiling, and looking up. Staying that 10 second, 15 second normal breathing. And slowly coming back. You feel a very good stretch in your spine, your neck. And second one is Trikonasana. I have shown this earlier. It also called detoxifying twist. Again, releases all the toxins out of your body. Very good calming sequence. Here we are keeping our feet apart, almost 3 feet, keeping the spine straight, raising the arms on the side. Now we are gonna slide a little, this time on the right side. So sliding like this on the right side. The tummy should be facing front, and we have to go all the way down. Tummy facing front here, and we have to look up. If you cannot look up, look front. But here on the left hand finger, keep looking up, balancing, normal breathing. And if you don't go all the way down, feel free to stay wherever you are. So if you can just go till here, it's fine. Or you can use a block here. It becomes very easy. And from here, when you are coming up, make sure to balance and come back up. This is done on the right side, so we are going to do same on the left side. Going all the way down. So walking on the left first. Chest is open, tummy is open in front. Going all the way down, holding your ankle, looking towards your right hand finger. Stay there. and slowly coming back and release. So Tadasana and Trikonasana, two most important asana we should do daily. Increases focus, calmness, and flushes out the toxin. So after this, we are gonna come to lying down position on our mat. Some relaxing posture. This is one of my favorite. It's called reclined pigeon pose. And as we are coming near the end of the series, try to calm down your mind completely. Your breathing should be very calm and relaxed. So for this one, we are coming into this position. Left feet is extended back. Right feet, this one, we are gonna open a little. So if you cannot, it's fine. Maybe, just try using something here. Again, like a pillow or blanket. So when this feet is turned in like this is a different asana. It's called half cobra or one leg cobra. So we have to open this feet parallel to the corner. So imagine it goes parallel to your mat. Your hips are square. So this is straight here. And from here, using your elbow, we are simply coming down like this again, just to get a calming, relaxing effect. Feel free to use your blocks or pillow and keep your forehead on to the blocks and stay here for 30 seconds. Or you can just simply go down all the way like this. So we are here in meditative posture for 30 seconds, calming down our breathing, not thinking about anything, just normal calming breathing. Your shoulders and spine are completely relaxed. There is a nice stretch in your hip flexors, your thigh muscle, it's natural. And I also do some mindfulness practices. When we are in this posture, just try to think about 3 best things you are thankful for. It makes a huge difference when you finish your practices. You become much more happier and calm. So slowly coming back up, doing the same thing on the other side. Changing our legs. Left feet parallel to mat. Extending right feet back, opening left one. Hips are squared. Again, keeping our elbow, forehead supported if possible. If not, just keep it on the mat and just stay there. Slowly coming back. Now we are going to lie down on our back. We are just going to lift our right feet, knee hugging to chest. Staying here 15 seconds. You should feel a nice stretch in your hip, your lower back. All these stretches work wonderfully for your anxiety, any sort of depression issues. Changing feet. Your left leg comes to your chest. Slowly releasing. We are just gonna do Shavasana here for 5 minutes. Completely relax yourself. Focus on your inhale and exhale. Focus on relaxing every single muscle of your body. So eyes closed. We are inhaling and exhaling. Notice any tension is leaving your body. You are completely calm and relaxed. Relaxing your shoulder and neck. Relaxing your back, thigh muscles, calf. Very calm breathing. Now slowly turning on your right side. Staying there for 30 seconds. And then slowly, with help of your arm, lifting up, coming back to seated position for our pranayama practice. And today we are gonna do Brahmari Pranayama. It's one of the best ones for relaxation. Especially helpful if you are very tense about something, if you feel short-tempered, if you are always confused about making certain choices. It just brings that focus and that confidence in your mind. So for this, again, we are seated. Technically and ideally, it has to be Padmasana, but you can sit normally. It's called Sukhasana. So in seated posture, keeping our spine straight. For this one, we are going to take normal inhale, and while exhaling, we are just going to say ma sound. So how in Om we say that is the exact same thing, and it's called Brahmari in the sense it makes a sound like a humming bee. So how does a bee sound? That's how those vibration we try to create inside our brain, which brings instant calming effect. And for this one, technically people like to just cover their face by keeping their hands like this. So technically it just circulates that voice into your entire this face and your brain. Otherwise, the main point is just to keep your ears closed like this. So if you don't want to cover your face, that is also okay. Simply close your ears like this and then make that sound. Or if you like to cover your face, this is the mudra. So we don't have to press our face. There is no pressure anywhere. This is simply we are just keeping our fingers on top of our face. And ears are covered. So for this one, once you are here, with normal inhale and while exhaling, we are going to make that humming bee sound 3 times. So normal inhale. While exhaling, making that sound. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Rubbing our palms, keeping on our eyes, and slowly open. And you feel like a completely changed person after doing these. I hope it was helpful. Let me know how it went for you guys.
Thank you.
It was a great job, Julie.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you.
Thank you. I
Julie,
hope.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, sure.
Can you tell me or show me how the Siddhasana and Ardha Siddhasana should be done, and what is the difference in both the positions?
Siddhasana is pretty much, so let's say, I always like to explain in person, this might be a little trickier. So, one of your feet, let's say this is my right feet, it pretty much stays under your, let's say, anus and genital. So, see how am I seated?
Okay.
See my heel?
Got it.
Basically goes in middle like this.
Okay.
And then my other feet, this one, it goes in middle, in between these two. So basically you have to kind of, this area is hidden in between this crease, like this. And
Okay.
other one, I'm seated on that heel. So this is like Siddhasana posture.
And if you have little trouble, you can take like a kind of a cushion at the back, at the tailbone.
Like where exactly?
Yeah, at the back when you're folding your first leg, right leg, under your butt.
So
there is a gap.
Honestly, from back it looks like this. So this is my position from back. You see how it looks?
So your actually butt is not really actually sitting on the floor, right? It's a little elevated.
This heel actually comes to that middle point.